Greetings and salutations, everyone. And welcome back to more Dang Old Grandpa 2. Adios Despair. Where we, last time, finished Chapter 5. But then it was a bunch of weird stuff happened, and then it said Chapter 0 was happening.
And then my brain started turning into porridge.
Indeed it was. So, you ready to jump in there?
Yes.
Oop.
My weird mucus issues. Apologies.
Chapter 0, heading to the school trip.
Heading to... oh my god.
I guess I'll read because it says question marks. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored out of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. Ah, how boring.
Oh my goodness. Do you like ships?
On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me.
You looked like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right?
Ships? Ah, that's right, that's it. So this is a ship.
You just realized that now.
Is it really that funny?
Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence is starting to bore me.
Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly face. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who are already finished.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Kamoeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me. So to share a room with a person like that. Yep, I'm definitely lucky.
Lucky? Ah, so that's your talent. What a boring talent.
A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say something so suddenly...
That's because I have luck as well.
Huh?
Even I possess a talent as boring as luck.
Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope Peak Academy too, right? So, you're one of us. Ah, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, you tell me why you're here. How did you end up here?
How boring.
Sorry, I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation.
Not you. This world.
Huh?
This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these dastards, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring.
While the world is shaped by the will of the majority, it makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps, does that have anything to do with the reason you're here?
Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed.
Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do now that you've ended up like this? There's nothing you can do, right?
Listen well, using people is a talent, too. It is now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past.
That person. Are you talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already...
I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me. Even now, it rests in my pocket.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Man, will I be able to see her again?
Nice hand.
Oh my gosh, painted nails. How cool. Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much.
Hate? Then explain your hand.
Ah, this.
The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right?
Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy.
I see, so you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person.
I didn't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that, Wait, huh? Do I hate her? That's strange. Huh? Yeah, okay, you get it. Look at the window. We're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on this island once we get here.
What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead.
Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again?
There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me.
You really don't play along, do you? Interesting. Okay, so that was the prologue.
I mean, there's chapter 0.
So, one thing I noticed,
Yeah.
Nagito was doing the thing that Nikon did, where she repeated the same thing over and over again. Yeah. And also, whose hand could that be? I don't know. That's so strange.
What is this? It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go?
Also, I hope that laugh wasn't too loud.
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
I mean, I have limits set on it, so it should never get too loud anyways.
Good. Just making sure.
Huh? Isn't this a classroom? Even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection about how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before, when we were all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy." But why would this place be Hope's Peak Academy? Not just that. What is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Look at the clock. This clock doesn't have any hands. A clock without hands is meaningless. Why would something like this be in a classroom? Surveillance camera. Why would there be a surveillance camera inside the school? I wonder, does this have the same purpose as the surveillance cameras on Jabberwock Island? If so, who's watching us? Is it whoever's controlling Monokuma? First, we got the iron plates.
This is getting weird.
What is this? In a normal classroom, there'd be a window, but instead, there's this iron plate bolted here. And I tried knocking on it with my fist. Looks like it's a pretty thick iron plate. Is this to keep us trapped? What the heck? This place where iron plates are covering the windows inside the classrooms. Is it really Hope's Peak Academy? Yeah, Hope's Peak Academy would never look like this.
Oh my gosh, hidden Monokuma. Oh.
Don't leave. Oh my goodness, you would have a good eye.
No.
Oh my goodness, we have so much money that I can't hold anymore.
It's okay, we got an achievement for you.
Leave here, yes. I don't care about collecting all the items and stuff, so... Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least, it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go. Definitely clear things up.
How do you know where it is?
Well, maybe all the... Spare Hotel, maybe everything else is, like, blocked off.
I mean, I guess. Oh.
Egyptian
The Eye of Ra? I think...
Yeah, or
Yeah.
the other one? I can't tell the difference. Yeah, which one's right eye and left eye?
Sure. Someone tell us in the comments, I'll know.
Yeah, someone... Egyptologist. Person who specializes in Egypt will know.
Alright.
Or just knows stuff about Egypt. I mean, I guess it's not like an extremely in-depth thing. Anyway, the gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so, I braced myself and cautiously opened the door.
What is happening?
What is this? Chapter 6. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair.
What is this?
I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. Skin and pets. How's the pet doing?
Oh, you know, just chilling.
I don't know what that pet's gonna become. They probably won't get to evolve because we're gonna be doing stuff.
Beating the game. Yeah.
Yep, wasn't prepared for this. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo!
You heard the announcement and came here too? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Host Peak Academy or something.
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible.
Hello! How does it feel to return to long-awaited Hope Speak Academy?
Why, you...
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
That's... What a shock! Just told you guys this is Hope Speak Academy.
Of course not!
There's no way in hell that's true.
No!
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope Speak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway.
What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope Speak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies!
You were serious about that?
Stupid fool!
I don't believe it.
And of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things they deserved to be ruined for.
Well, what do you mean?
I don't like this!
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope Speak Academy. You don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh well. It's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now.
When?
Don't fuck with me!
Enough with this bullshit. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard?
Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words...
It means I made this Hope Speak Academy between the door to ruin and the inside of the ruin.
What do you mean, between?
Hey!
What do you mean, made?
What's this?
Oh my! Are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good. Very good. It's fine to hurry along the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment.
Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
Nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that.
Shing!
It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
Then, what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as a headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are you sure about this?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So...
That's what why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make that decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
Huh?
Why?
We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
That's right!
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No, no, no!
Can't do that? The main cast hasn't arrived yet.
Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning, you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives.
damn it!
So enough complaining already. Up and start researching the outside world.
Well, what do you mean?
Uh-huh.
Disperse all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout the Hope Speak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So, please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip.
And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
Oh, how'd we make it back to the Hope Peak Academy for a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There's no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on this island. This building is really Hope's Peak Academy? This is the Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long. What in the world is going on? Darn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I...
Wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worth becoming Hope possess amazing talent and strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration of Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that?
Yeah.
You're just somebody from the reserve course who never had talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all.
If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out.
Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey!
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? It's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monomi are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit. Which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we were really tricked by Monokuma?
However...
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monomi never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if there are allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right!
I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something. About Hope's Peak Academy. About ourselves.
I don't care if we don't know anymore. We can just go back to our normal lives and fine.
Hey!
Hey, can we go home we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this darn island, right?
If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope's Peak Academy. None of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we were thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already?
Hmm.
But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside of this damn building.
Well, I'll just go on ahead for now.
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking running around ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where you must exchange each other's lives.
alright!
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
What a crazy analogy.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
But Connie already took off on her own. Might be faster if we split up and look around too.
Huh.
Like Sonia said, smart. If there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore.
And let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later.
For those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me?
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia.
Miss Sonia!
Please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium.
He's obsessed.
My stalker, I mean Kazuichi's. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more, and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance toward that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Investigate. You got the intense music again for it.
Now they're playing like someone was killed.
Well. Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this
third floor.
Monokuma's doing too? Actually, wasn't this the fourth one? I don't even remember. There was... The second floor had the pool. The third floor had the rec room. So this is the fourth floor? No, it's the fifth floor, because the fourth floor is the one that had the computer lab.
Oh yeah, well, it also makes
You just
sense
forgot a couple of
considering
floors. It's all good.
5A makes sense.
Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? There's an invisible wall somewhere. Apparently I can go in there. Can't go in that one. I go here, that one's blocked off. That looks intense.
My god. Raw.
It's raw.
Oh my.
Apparently the dojo is where I must go,
Yes.
which had some nice cherry blossoms in it. Are they gonna be glitching
At
out?
one point.
No, they're still here.
Wow.
Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. Apparently, click on stuff, but that's probably the important thing. Whatever's going on over there. its armor and a helmet. The map developers designed this to reflect a Japanese dojo.
What did he say like that?
This cherry tree is in full bloom. It may be a tasteful sight to see a blooming cherry tree inside a dojo, but in this situation, it just looks bizarre. That target seems pretty far away. If the production team had had more time, there could have been a mini-game here. Wait, what am I saying?
This is simulation.
Proudly displaying its full blossoms, the falling petals add to the elegance of the scene. If Yoko and Peko were here, it would have been truly picturesque. For their sakes as well, I will definitely go home. There's a straw post. I guess that means it was used for training. There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has a traditional-looking wood block key sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue. Let's click on this. It's probably important or something. Huh? What is this? Is this a manga? The title is... Manga for Morons. A History of Host Peak Academy by Monokuma. Interesting. Why is a
Wow.
manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out in the open like this?
Start with history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about this history. Then, what's a first, you ask? That depends on the person.
Just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. You have the anime girl on it. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Host Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Host Peak Academy. Host Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Host Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Host Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent. It is also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Host Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Host Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Host Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Host Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Host Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Host Peak Academy was crippled by this incident, and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end.
Oh, I see.
The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga. The tragedy and the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but... No, it'd be just a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
but hold on.
That's weird.
Oh, you're here again.
Shing!
The thing that's weird is you, of course.
Huh?
Hey! Hey!
Why? Did you forget that you were a part of the reserve department? The Future Foundation only took away your school-life memories, right? But you should have known before that you entered with that you had no talent, right? So, I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too.
What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself.
Huh?
You wanted to become confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though.
And Monokuma doesn't know anything about memory loss.
Alright.
Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always try to get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student.
Darn it, what the heck? Reserve department has been added to the truthfulness section.
Wait, what? Another trial?
What'd you say?
It's another trial.
It's an exam. We gotta have our answers for the exam.
Oh. But it's a truth poem. Why would it be a truth poem if it... Whatever.
What's going on?
This hallway, it's kinda creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something.
So they're all noticing it too.
Yeah.
Also, the weird glitch effect is very disorienting.
Yeah. Classroom 5A. Another manga. Should I even look at the clocks? What's it gonna say? The clock doesn't have any hands. What time is it right now? Can't see our sides. Don't even know if it's night or day right now. I'm just gonna look at the manga.
Yeah.
This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Huh. Was the Tragedy of Host Peak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? That's why Host Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history.
Maya,
Yeah.
before you start, do you want to take a drink of water?
Yes!
Because I know it's gonna be long.
Okay. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Host Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Host Peak Academy occurred at Host Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Host Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses, and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who is known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Host Peak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Zero's superior talent and sealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did by making that knowledge public. It stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited. Danganronpa 0.
Oh my god. Is that a game?
That is the novel that I said we might read after we finish this game. Or, read.
Oh.
I'll give you an abridged version of it, yes. That's my plan. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy.
Irony. For a genius known as the ultimate hope, caused such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too legal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent.
He said, oh ho ho.
Oh. There you go.
Darn it, he always had to lead up to something offensive. It seriously pisses me off. But, ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it said that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Tragedy of Hope's Peak has been added. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't a Zero? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. Okay. Anybody else here to talk to? Go down this hall. I don't see anybody. Gonna do another wave, but
I
probably
think you
not.
can enter the lab
The
door.
raw door.
The front door.
The
Ah!
bio.
The word.
There's a Monokuma under there.
Oh my god, scary
The heck
face.
is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death.
There's a hidden Monokuma.
Yes, that's what I said when I came in.
Oh, sorry. I was focusing on
I should
scary
hurry up
face.
and investigate so I can get out of here already.
I've been found!
I've been found.
There's some tarps. This looks like a plastic tarp. Why is this left out like this? Clean up after yourselves, will you? The refrigerator. I've seen this in movies before. It's a refrigerator for preserving dead bodies. At least that's what it looks like. That's not possible, right? Keeping dead bodies in a high school biolab isn't something you should joke about. It just feels so forced. This idea should have been cancelled during development or something. What am I thinking?
Oh wow. Breaking the fourth wall. Anyway,
A book. There's another manga just lying around. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. Spooky book. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque. Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to a more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair.
That is how it's said, I believe.
A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy. A group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you?
Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy.
Enough!
Yeah.
What is this messed up manga?
I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, oh, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains.
And this incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Pleasure, please understand. I am rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live the well-adjusted lives in the outside world.
Indeed, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning.
Well, as a headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
It's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world, so we want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps, no, that's definitely it. The tragedy has been added. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? They're devoted to a certain student who guided Host Peak Academy to its destruction. Are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Host Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room.
And then he ran away.
Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? Oh, that place is still sealed. Okay, I think 5B is new. Just checking for peeps. Don't see any.
Wait, I think I saw Monokuma
Saw
Peek
Monokuma
back.
where?
behind a pillar, I believe. That could have just been the fragmentations.
What do these mean?
Yeah, I think it was just the fragmentations.
I don't even know if you can find Monokumas in first-person areas like this, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't believe so. Probably one in every room now.
No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him. But what if he's one of these the ones you can click on?
Oh, maybe.
I mean, I can talk to Few. He go first.
Yeah.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me.
I wonder why.
Gonna be shitty either way,
Damn right.
so I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot.
I don't want to do that either. Okay, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right?
What are you doing here?
No, no!
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Will you forgive me for telling you a word by mouth?
You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place.
A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me?
It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about ultimate despair.
Huh?
Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
A high school girl?
yes indeed!
Lady Junko Enoshima.
Junko Enoshima?
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor. And created the ultimate despairs. Ooh, there's really only one horrible person in that group.
Yeah, there was one really horrible person.
Yeah,
Don't
one-
fuck with
sorry.
me.
Hold on a sec. I I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Humans are obsessed. Wow, I can't speak. Obsessed with their philosophy, have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout the history, right? There's nothing strange about it. It's like Joker.
Yeah.
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
Phew.
Her connections were the main reason that the incident became a tragedy in the first place.
Even recruit people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
Then, what was their purpose?
Huh?
Right?
You...
Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they did that without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko's and Ishima's despair.
Huh?
For Junko and Ishima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko and Ishima as Junko and Ishima.
What do you say?
I'm a stuffed plushie, which means a human. It's exactly like that. Junko and Ishima is so full of despair that she truly is hopeless. Lying, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair.
It's living, not lying, but yes.
Loving.
Life itself is despair.
Yes, me. My bad.
It's okay. What the heck?
I can't read. Someone please read for me. Someone who has a Monokuma impression. Please, any takers.
With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs, one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs who have been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko and Oshima. Like believers making offerings to their guide. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko and Oshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. To hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do.
There's no way something that crazy is possible.
What?
Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope Street Academy?
The final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history.
What do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass Radical 6.
Mass Radical 6?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students?
Oops, wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
One person was excluded? Huh? Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair? Junko Inoshima? It doesn't scare me at all. I mean...
Bastard!
Junko Inishima's already dead.
Huh? Ultimate despair. Nice crown. Reserve department has been updated.
For yourself?
Now what do you mean, Junko Inishima's dead? Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Inishima is really dead?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life, in the bloody classroom.
A bloody classroom? No, wait, what was it that you said about the killing school life?
Oh my god, more reading.
Well, like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Yeah, 6 students survived there, and then we just have 5 students here, so we're doing worse than they were.
We were extra murder happy.
Hey,
For a manga about a killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind it failed killing school life was Junko Inoshima.
The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Inoshima is dead.
like...
Turns out that killing school life was part of the whole biggest, most awful, whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of the 4 students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to murder each other.
Former students of Hope's Peak Academy, and she took away their memories. That's just like us.
Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole.
Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing?
So...
The students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once.
That's messed up.
But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Inoshima failed. Junko lost the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life.
Then Junko is no more.
No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not, it doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Inoshima isn't alive anymore.
Then, who is our enemy? Junko Inoshima is already dead. The rest of the Ultimate Despair Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved and resemble that killing school life.
Nikon was definitely one of them. Oh, whoops. Did I spoil something?
Nah. We're just putting 2 and 2 together.
Right. Well, I don't know who the hell's imitating Junko and making us go through this, but... An imitation is just that. An imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake.
This is really an imitation. Are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during the Killing School Life? Killing School Life has been added to the Truth Bullet section. Ultimate Despair has been updated.
Oh my gosh. He's mad.
Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh?
What? Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean, raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that?
Ooh, how
One step at a
exciting.
time. You're getting closer to clearing my character route.
You're not making sense again.
Well now.
Now then, give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information about the outside and the inside.
Yaha!
I'll raise in flags like crazy.
So do I talk to you again?
What?
What a surprise! Do you want to hear about the ultimate despairs again?
No, I don't really need you to.
Hey,
You would know the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days. It was actually a term used to describe Junko Enoshima, the ultimate despair.
The original Ultimate.
Yeah, I know. I just missed it.
Just started on his own.
The former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor. And created the ultimate despairs. Which, with her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
Phew.
Her connections were the main reason the incident became the tragedy in the first place.
It's fine already. You don't have to keep explaining.
What?
Huh? It's fine already. But I'm just getting to the good part.
Good part or not, I've already heard this from you before. I'm leaving.
He's like, shut up.
Oh my god.
It changed to a different hallway again. So sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Though our vision is getting worse.
We're gonna die.
So wait, is this... That's from upstairs. We're going downwards. This is probably more floors. Honey's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So,
I don't know. It's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
Still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. The main cast approaches.
The main cast of Danganronpa 1 is a Rubik's Cube.
Music room. Also, I'll check on the baby in a second. Might as well not have it die. Well, it's the Ten Commandments.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it has despair.
It's okay.
This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. First, what's this hologram? What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? When letters are forming a sentence. According to the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Speak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. Huh. Looks like it's a passage from an email. The other day, a person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Speak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope Speak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Oshima rallying them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins. We haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program.
Oh. Well, that seems like that's what it is.
Survivors of Hope Speak Academy. 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was a part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true in the world. isn't normal anymore, maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Hope that enemy survivors. Look at the piano. It's a very nice looking grand piano. It might be very valuable. That's exactly what Makoto said. Spookie might have been able to play this.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna look at this strange monument. It's like it's some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in an amusement park? Not just that, the mark engraved to the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Future Foundation's origins. I guess that's all the clues in this room. Finally confirmed, the Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko Enoshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email, too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries.
I see. So it makes sense if this is all a simulation. I'm thinking it is, but I don't know.
Hello, Akane.
Where, Akane?
The Lounge of Teachers. List of subjects. Hyoko is over there.
Oh look, there's Izuru again. Izuru.
Yeah. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kinda has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, now that you mention it, it does look like that. Also, these pictures were not that pixelated in the first one. There's flowers in it. Anyway.
Well,
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already.
He'll never get her.
She will never like Monokuma.
Oh my god.
Huh? Are you serious?
Find all of the Monokumas.
Let's look at the flowers first. Flowers on top of the desk? Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired?
Minecraft flowers.
Okay, you want to look at the hologram or that first?
Let's look at the Hyoko one.
There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters, just below that. Are names I've seen before. Yeah.
Ultimate imposter.
The ultimate imposter. They have no name, they're just the ultimate imposter.
Yeah, no longer Byakuya.
So I can
Why is
interview-
Hyoko just like specifically there though?
Well, let's see. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko Sayonji is written on there. What is this newspaper? What is this?
Older.
It says Miss Hyoko Sayonji. This doesn't mean the same Hyoko, right? I mean, Hyoko we knew.
Was annoying.
She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper. In a way, I can see the resemblance to Hyoko, but her height and figure. It's too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hyoko Saionji out here. Well, then Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Yoko's the Saionji family's only daughter.
If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Yoko.
Huh?
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for a childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt?
What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Yeah, it's obvious this is a simulation.
Today,
You're
I'm
spelling it out
feeling
so
white.
easily. Well, regardless, all the clues I prepared are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? This is the truth, and the Hyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why? Why does this even exist?
Hey,
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh?
this is bad.
It says subjects. Maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hyoko's body? What am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're all so test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel.
Oh my god.
List of subjects has been added. What about the portrait? Extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says Host Peak Academy founder, Izuru Kamakura. Founder of Host Peak Academy, and this name, Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Darn it, another mystery. The Academy's founder has been added. Okay. Now let's look at the hologram. A lot of investigating going on.
Yeah.
There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier.
Hologram meatloaf for dinner again.
It's like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. I understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Enoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Enoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is an order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. The remnants of despair are the ones waging that war. There's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Now we got the one labeled despair.
Never escape it. Also, real quickly, can you look at the Discord? I want to show you what I meant by the hologram meatloaf.
Yes! Give me a second. Holographic meatloaf.
It's a
I
picture of
see.
Plankton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plankton from SpongeBob.
Yeah, it's a SpongeBob reference. Old episode. Oh no.
Okay, with this, You totally raised all the flags in this story. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go on to the next stage.
Next stage?
The next stage.
So does that mean we're on the 3rd floor now? Darn it, not again. The hallway is different from the last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I'll move to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. Physics lab.
Maybe we just head down now?
Whoa. Things are getting wonky.
That's freaky. It's disorienting hell. Oh my god.
Rec room of despair. Let me just check over here.
Yeah.
Let's go in here.
Ooh, level 69, nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah, this room.
There's a billiards table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school as it is pretty. What the heck? I'm gonna look at the sofa.
Everybody's floating.
It's a nice, firm-looking leather sofa. It looks like it'd be comfortable for anyone to sleep on.
Oh, almost as if someone did.
Sleep forever. There's a lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, sports, computer, travel. There's even a magazine about cameras. My hero would have been happy to see this. There's a dartboard. This is still a school, right? Or did Monokuma just randomly make up this place? This is Monokuma on it, so who knows? Okay, you want to look at file or at hologram first?
Let's do the file first.
It's a file with Hope's Peak Academy seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Technically, I think in terms of secretiveness, top secret is the highest, then it's secret, and then confidential is still secret, but like below the other two. That's how I remember it being taught to me, but who knows?
Yeah, I think you're right.
This is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so you must succeed at all costs. Followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope.
Almost like Naruto said that a bunch of times, and he was looking for them.
He wanted to be them at the end there, but...
Yeah, that's true.
he like got weird near the end and changed his whole outlook on life.
Bingo.
Hologram.
Hologram. Take a drink before you do.
Okay. Look at those billiard balls.
I don't mind. I don't want you to hurt your voice. Get upset with me, I don't mind.
This hologram again. What's this one say? Looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day. We have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some of them are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we've decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Another despair has been updated again. And so has hope. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then, why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation... It's not possible that the Future Foundation has set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime. If you're gonna keep wearing a bite like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse.
It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
That's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
no.
Oh, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all.
There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Okay. I guess that was everything in here.
Mayhaps.
The music, it stopped. Old building second floor.
Why is it upside down? Please
Looks
help.
like I'm in a different hallway again. Pretty much used to it by now, but even so. But what is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality.
It works in Symphony of the Night, not in 3D spaces. Help. My little peewee brain can't.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
Akane.
God,
What's
help.
going on?
It smells.
It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Akane's twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. And answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see, my gut feeling is...
Well,
They're both.
Yo!
He's right, they're both. Both? What do you mean?
You.
I don't know any details, it's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. I'm gonna leave you to that then.
I don't like how much she's glitching.
There's the library, we can go in there. I wanna check what's in this direction. Nice 8-bit remix. This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. The hologram is the only thing I can click on.
Unless
The
there's
floor
a
is going all
Monokuma.
weird. It's got
I
math
don't
on
think
it.
there's a Monokuma, is there?
Wait, what'd you say?
Is there? I thought I saw a Monokuma. Maybe I'm just fixated.
Okay, tell me again afterwards, because I didn't see any Monokumas. I'm not good at
Okay.
finding them, I guess. This hologram again. It must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue. The Future Foundation, 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Interesting. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived, cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Any thoughts?
I think he's probably masquerading as someone else. I don't know.
Anyway, where's the Monokuma you might have seen?
Go to the right some. It could have just been the light.
Okay,
I think it was just the light.
it's okay.
Oh well.
Let's leave this place. I'm sure the next floor will be completely normal. Or we're still on
I
this
don't
floor, but
Have
definitely
any
not going to be
crazy
normal.
theories other than the fact that whatever we're going through is definitely a simulation?
This is totally what reality looks like.
Yeah, sure. You know, if you take LSD.
Whoa, suddenly we're here.
I want you.
Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but, this looks like the laundry room. It's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. I see you. Are you...
Fashionista.
Yes, first, shoot Monokuma. The digital Monokuma.
You cannot escape.
Can I even click on that? Apparently that's not important, only the tablet PC is. Junko is irrelevant.
Wow.
This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it.
Eat it.
Neo World Program. See, that one is top. I was gonna say it says top secret, but it says top SC. So, I don't know what that's saying.
SCP. Oh no.
The Shortcake Project. Neo World
my-
Program. This word, Neo World, I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World Program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World Program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist. I mean, we know who one of those people is.
Right.
Were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then wouldn't Chihiro be alive?
Well, it said the results of their research, so they took their research from, like, before they were dead.
I suppose so.
That would be my... What that means by me, yes.
Yeah.
So to say they worked on it, it said the results of their research. That might mean all of them are dead.
True.
Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is... despair.
Oh my god.
Ah! I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that. I am starting to accept that there's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Your screaming is the cutest thing ever.
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you.
Possible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me, too? The World program has been added. Well, that was...
Adding despair to the program.
Despair. Now where are we going?
Hiya!
Whoa.
Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, did you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones watching this, so who can save them?
So the only ones
Yeah,
watching this who can see.
Yeah, I see.
The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it.
This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I
Oh
don't
my
really see a
god.
resemblance, but
That's horrible. I hate it.
reality is really
Brain.
collapsing.
Oh my god. There's no texture.
I'm sorry, Sonia.
I don't know where she is though.
She's over there. Yeah, there we go.
God.
Well,
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? Placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite. Which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions. If the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
oh my.
Huh?
Um,
I am not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck?
Hmm. Oh gosh.
This is still sealed.
Oh, that's horrible.
Monokuma, help! Oh
It's a
my goodness.
Monokuma.
The moment you discover that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear.
Get out of here. Ah, it's grayscale. The monolith.
My god, help.
Warning, generating monocores. File read in 4 seconds. Warning, the renderer, Setsubo renderers. Registered trademark.
I don't think that's too important.
I mean, the monolith. Is this floating? I mean, you've seen floating things already. Come on, man. That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. What in the world is it? The moment I looked at that object. It's speaking in binary. Oh my goodness.
The hero.
Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person, a floating person, is talking to me. Who is it? Who is this? Is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me.
Oh.
It can talk. What are you? Also, this is not female.
Wow.
Age, height, weight, not female.
Not female. Not expressly male either.
Right. Like, you would think it would just say male, not female.
Right. It's rather fake.
Alter Ego, Artificial Intelligence Program. I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Darn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. This floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground, like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock's Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school we're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you two. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths. They're all just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right, we did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me, too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? It's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us, but they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the observer in that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. Okay.
I see.
They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there's no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo-World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock at the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego?
Also, I would like to mention,
Yeah.
he used her in a sentence, despite it obviously saying not female, so
Yeah,
I'm
but
not really sure. Maybe it's just a nod to...
Hajime cannot read.
Yeah. Apparently not.
So, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Darn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence, waging an attack against another one. That's so freaking irritating. The battle of the AIs.
Through each other.
But how did that virus affect the Neo-World program? The Neo-World program exists in isolation. It's impossible that it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility. They brought a flash drive and just plugged it in. Oh.
Maybe.
And directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo-World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility, but the only person who could enter that facility is someone who is a member of the Future Foundation. Darn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Oh, I wonder who those were.
Chihiro and Manami. And I guess they saw me.
Yeah, Chiaki, I mean, yes.
Yeah, Chiaki. I did just forget what I said.
The Neo-World program. But it's true that the virus is powerful, and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So, it has a limit too. A limit. If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey, come on now.
It's the God in the machine. God in the machine. Isn't it Hog? I don't know. Gog and... What did I just say? That's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more... Suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to... The deflection based on the definition of the existence that constitutes relationship. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and cause a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates the crosses with the joint ownership of the world, and the situation from the context invites your
Hey?
Oh my god, he's lost it. Help.
Inverted Monokumas.
Help. You're scary.
Just joking.
What's happening?
Oh my god, it's Hajime.
No, we're Hajime.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Makoto. Right?
maybe?
He's got
They
that
look
weird
kind of
jacket
similar,
thing.
though.
His hair's bigger, look at him.
Slight difference. Ham shmam.
What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Does this one have any words in there? Nope. Okay. Maybe he can hear my voice from this side? I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh. The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I needed to talk to is right there, I hope. Looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say, and I believe you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037? 11037. That's the number we found at Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the Observer might end up going rogue. Yeah, you saw me, you would just go rogue.
I mean, she was acting a little hostile at the end, but it makes sense.
That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go, because they're afraid of mice. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst-case scenario where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I I've prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence. Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Oh, he ended it with a tilde.
Oh,
Oh no, it's saying death at the end.
oh,
Also,
no.
Yashi Baba. Chemo Yashi Baba. Death.
What's that?
I have no idea. Sounds funny though.
You had me thinking it was something.
Death.
Death.
That's funny.
Say what?
I'm saying death before that even shut up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now?
Nothing really.
I see.
Anyway,
Oh well, anyway, all the hints you're gonna get. You got no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff. I'm gonna butt in again.
Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. Finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? And the world has flipped over and become so irrational. What am I supposed to do? 11037 has been added to the Truth Bullet section. The shutdown sequence has been added. Guess we're done here.
I see. Uh-oh. Done investigating.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope Speak Academy. See you soon.
Red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. Now, can we survive to get there? Yeah, here it is. No one else is here? I don't see him in the wireframes, so I'm going this way. He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Oh, this place is so trippy. Why is it so bright? Oh my god. My eyes.
Last trial ground 1. Huh? This place.
Yo!
Now we're back.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems that this is gonna be the final place.
However,
However, this place is... Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? Looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before. We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey,
It seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now.
damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something.
If this is a dream, then this too is very...
Welcome!
Oh, you finally arrived. Congratulations. You guys are the first one to ever beat this game. They're stopping by Hope Sweet Academy. We finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site with the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island.
You.
We give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool!
From before.
Phew.
I love that.
This trial field actually inspired the one from before. So, in a way, this place is the original.
Hey, hey.
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course.
Of course. If that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Ahem. Please, take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There are 2 options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose from one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, you'll be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
then,
We sell this based on our majority votes.
Ahem. A graduate is chosen by majority vote. From there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin.
Alright, even if we do the stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty darn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
no.
Can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? You will not be swept away by society's harsh current. Your will to be... yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Shut up! Shut up!
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My. Which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know?
But what? Does that mean I won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right.
After the vote, I'm gonna judge every single one of you to see if it's okay if you graduate or not.
Damn it!
So even if we vote, you saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Well...
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way.
Like, immediately backtracks.
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be.
He's doing it because it's how it has to be. Doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what alter ego was talking about?
Anyway,
Anyway, even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you can cast your majority votes, and from there, we move on to the graduation program.
But why do we even have to go through something so dumb?
Well, that is...
You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast?
Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
That is...
There's no way. It has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know.
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
You pissed me off.
Hold on. What's with that chump comment?
I can't ignore that.
It's amazing. The interjections are truly so amazing.
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
You did treat him like a toy. You got a problem with that?
Oh, I did.
My bad. I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories.
Enraged, the Monokuma
Oh,
is banishing us to the Shadow Realm.
he's gonna kill us all.
Would you like to save your current progress? Sure, I'll do slot 4 this time. Okay.
God.
Look, it says down there, hello world, hello.
Well, that's the final trial.
The final try. Can I buy any more skills? I got 5 points.
Maybe. Yeah,
I don't
I'm
have any
happy.
hope fragments though. Let's check what truth bullets we got. Got a good amount.
Whole crap ton. And we got to use all of them.
I see. Okay, I guess we'll split it here for sure. So, everyone, if you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day.
I think the next one should be the last one.
Yes, unless there's like bonus stuff afterwards.
Ah, we'll see.
Bye.